Welcome to Off Duty Climb, a video type podcast by first responders to help inform the general public about first responder wellness, mental physical health, and the amazing sport of climbing. Before we begin, a quick disclaimer. Because this is a podcast featuring first responders, the views and thoughts of the first responders interviewed are solely those of the individual and do not reflect the policies or thoughts and representation of the department in which they work for. Secondly, these interviews are happening candidly at a local climbing gym. The gym will be specified in the video itself, because this is just a disclaimer. These thoughts and opinions also do not reflect on where we are climbing, and therefore does not affect the business. Lastly, these interviews are meant to help inform the public about first responder wellness and their mental and physical health and what the toll takes on the job. So therefore, this is all educational and should be treated as such. So what is off-duty climb? Well, my name is Drew, and I am a firefighter here in Central Florida. I've been on the job about 2.5 years, and I'm third generation first responder in my family. And I have noticed that there have been a lot of workout-centric programs like Fit to Fight Fire or Rogue Firemanship that help build the body physically to properly do the job. But I wanted to take it at a different approach and go at it more of a wellness type feel, where we discuss topics of what is this job doing to our collective mental health? Does time on the job actually affect us in a way that we don't see on the surface, but more of a psychological way? And in doing so, we're also introducing the medium of rock climbing as a way of getting ourselves into a different state of flow that I've noticed from when I go to the climbing gym. And I wanted to share that with other first responders and just have a candid, natural conversation about everything that happens on the job, whether it be a serious call or just your day-to-day. The other part of this is just me recording me and my friends at the climbing gym and having a good time. So interviews with other first responders will be intermittent. This is just a passion project that I came up with and just want to share with the rest of not just the first responder community, but bringing awareness to the public that underneath everything, the bunker gear, the badges, the gowns, the masks, all of it, we first responders are still human. Those clothes come off at the end of the day. We go home and we do whatever it is we need to do in our normal daily life. For me, that's rock climbing after coming off shift and doing it with several of my friends that I've made at the climbing gym, as well as some of my coworkers. And we have a lot of fun. It's been great help with the mentality of the job and the physicality of it, because while we're in a different mindset, it's still building us physically. And I've noticed that I'm performing slightly better at my job when I'm on shift because of getting this extra workout in outside of shift hours. Hence why we're calling this off-duty climb. To start, we'll be doing a video on a tour of my home gym at High Point Climbing and Fitness in the Packing District in Orlando. And then eventually I plan to branch out and do tours of other gyms in the area, and then eventually take this out of the state, go to other states, go to other gyms in other states, and possibly even take this outside. One of my goals is to eventually bring this to Yosemite National out in California, and try and bring this up to my home mountains up in the Appalachian, and just have a good time with it. Interview first responders that are either in their probationary year or they've been on for 10, 15, 20, about to retire or are retired, and yet their views and opinions on health and the wellness that we need to maintain while on this job and keeping ourselves from breaking down and ultimately not performing our job at the best we know we can do. So I hope you guys follow along and enjoy the ride that will be Off Duty Climb. I hope you enjoy the laughs that I have with my friends as we climb at the gym, and the insightful interviews that I hope to get going with other first responders in the area and across the nation, and just go from there. So without further ado, welcome to Off Duty Climb.